upon a star.
We're live, by the way.
Oh, we are?
Yes.
We're live?
Let me pinch you and see.
I know. Oh, thank you. I mean, alive. Am I all linty? I tried not to
you
sit
had just
down
one,
in
I
dog
know.
hair.
Well, we work in a sewing
Good
store.
morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We're super excited today.
Yes, we are.
I have So
We're
Steady
always
on.
excited.
I'm excited. We have lots going on.
Yes, we do. This
We
is
have
a
two
lively
people?
place to hang out. The best place. Get
And
people
then
a
some.
chance to log on, and then we will get started. I was reading about the Thule fog that we're supposed to be
Mhm.
having. Every day I've woke up, there's no fog.
We have high fog and it's
Yeah.
wet,
Yeah.
so it's
But
not going to
they-
be dense.
Thule fog. Do you not know what
I'm kidding.
Thule
I said
fog
Tula
is?
There is nothing foggy about Tula Pink, okay, over
no,
there, Aaron.
right.
It's pretty
Oh, I know. I love that collection. It's pretty. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Sheila.
Sheila, don't
Gracie.
forget you're coming in today.
Good morning.
Wanda. Ooh, Wanda, are
Mhm.
you coming today?
Oh, yeah, you better be coming. You know,
Remember, we
even
got
if-
Fabian in today.
Yeah.
Fabian in the house.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Renteria. What's his last
excitement
name?
today.
What is it?
Renteria.
That's not how you
That's how you pronounce it. I thought it was
Renteria.
Renteria, but it's Renteria.
Renteria.
Okay.
Roll the R's,
Renteria.
Renteria.
All right, you roll them however Oh, Eric, I know. You are so funny. All right, so we've got 13 people logged on. Let's get
Getting
started
there.
with our morning. Just throw something up there and
Yeah.
we'll start talking.
Fabian.
Yes, go ahead.
The Bernina Fabian is in here. He's what's his title? Is he like a producer or what is it? What do they call him?
He's
I
an
can't remember.
He's a Bernina
ambassador.
ambassador.
and
Ambassador.
Callie
Veronica's here.
Well, brought cookies for it.
Come,
You
come,
did?
come.
Yes. I brought
Oh,
cookies.
well, look
Veronica's
at that.
here with cookies. Let me do the taste testing first to
I
make
brought
sure.
cookies for Fabian's event today. I'm so excited.
We are too. We've already met him. We've
I
been
got
talking to him.
snickerdoodles.
Mm.
I have
Wow.
oatmeal raisin, all fresh. They were all excited
Yeah.
to sell them to me this
You
morning.
know what
at
I was
lunch.
That's
eating?
cool.
My cookies last night from Winco? Red velvet with white
Ooh.
chocolate and walnuts.
Eric, I would have
Ooh.
gotten you red velvet, but
These are
They didn't
nice.
have any.
And they have
No,
sugar
there's-
in them. It's so
Not
unlike
everybody ever
you.
has those.
it's all your favorite
Love it.
kinds
I
for
love-
Yes, those.
Hint,
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
hint, hint,
Yes.
hint, my
Doing thumbs
favorite.
up today?
Yes, we are.
So, it's so steady.
So
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you guys
Yeah.
have fun. You're
Yes.
going to learn a lot.
She's
Uh-huh.
fabulous.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then also, oh my gosh, so steady. Okay. Do we have information?
We haven't had it posted yet. But
In
we can't talk
eight-
about we are going to have it.
Yeah.
April.
We're going to talk
Yes.
about it?
Yes. Yeah. We're
I didn't even know
excited.
about
I'll
it.
tell you something. You need to show up for that event, that's for sure,
Uh-huh.
because the So Steady event
yeah.
is going to be a whole new thing. We're
Mhm.
incorporating embroidery into it.
Yeah, she was
Mhm.
talking about that.
So
Yes.
you guys
That's
have
cool.
fun in here.
Yeah.
All right.
How's it going?
You notice she didn't
All right.
leave us any cookies to eat? Are we not allowed?
Oh,
Whatever.
Francis. No, they can still be working while you're down here for the event. Don't
What
give me
happened?
that excuse.
What happened?
Francis, my patio roof is being replaced right now. That's no
Oh,
excuse.
so is Donna Wood. She's doing her patio
So
too.
come in and
Yeah.
see Fabian today. You will learn so much. And you know, if you don't own a Bernina,
Mhm.
you can still come in and be a part of this
He
because
does
you're going to learn
fashion
stuff.
clothing. So it's a
Yes.
whole new world
Mhm.
from 11 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cookies.
Yeah,
And
and
cookies.
cookies and coffee. So
And
come
coffee.
in, check it out. He starts at 11 o'clock
Mhm.
today, so make sure you get here. We're really excited.
Oh,
and
Ramesses.
yes, Ramesses is
Uh-huh.
coming January 30th through the 31st from 9 to 4, and he does great
Yeah.
art quilting. He's
and
amazing.
he's super nice.
Yes.
He was just in a couple weeks
Mhm.
ago again, and I was running. I'm like, hey, He's super nice.
Oh yeah, very down to earth. You know,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know that he's
No.
somebody that.
And
is
he
well
travels
known.
all over the place in
Mhm.
his van. And I was asking him the other day, I said, where do you stay? He goes, oh, I just sleep in the van.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He goes, I pull
that's
into a
cool.
rest stop. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
that's how
Wow.
down to earth he is. He's just,
Yeah,
go.
he's amazing. So definitely you
Yeah.
don't want to miss coming to this workshop.
oh, and our gift certificate.
Yes. So for all of you out there that do not know what to get somebody because you feel like they have everything that they need, get them a gift card.
Mhm.
I promise you, they will be so excited to have
Yeah.
that gift card because then they can go in and get other stuff that they would love to
Yes.
have, but they just tell themselves no. So
Yeah.
that gift card is
And
a great
it's-
gift.
Ours is a gift certificate. So it's not a plastic card and it's
Yeah.
handwritten.
Mhm.
So it's not just, here's a card, swipe it. It's a little
Yeah.
more thoughtful.
Mhm. It
So-
is, yes. And if you feel like that is too impersonal giving a gift card,
Mhm.
you know what you can do? Make them go on a treasure hunt
Yeah.
for the gift.
Yeah.
That's the gift card. Have
Yeah.
fun with it.
I helped a husband the
Yeah.
other day get something for his wife, and she literally left her little discount card that we have for the store here when you
Uh-huh.
purchase a machine. She left it on his nightstand
Oh.
as a hint. And he goes, she says, I don't want a gift certificate. I don't want this. She goes, so I helped him. We got several little new gadgets
Mhm.
we have in
Oh,
store
cool.
that a lot of people
Mhm.
don't have. So we can help you too in the store.
Yeah, we're more
So
than
if you
happy
want
to
to put a little
help.
basket together of, essentials.
Yeah, most definitely.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So today we have a special guest. We have Stacy with So Steady, and she has a lot of information to share
Mhm.
with you. And I've also been told that in April we're going to have that So Steady event. So tune in, listen to her today.
I'm so excited.
And we'll see
Hi,
you in April.
everyone.
Hi, welcome, Stacy.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here today. This is really, and I feel like since I haven't really had an opportunity to come on with you guys before, I'm just going to take it from the top. So
Yeah.
I'm going
Cool.
to share with you some of the basics, and then you're going to get into what's new, and we're going to have some amazing deals today.
Oh,
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
So we're going to turn it over to you, Stacy.
Thank you so much. So I am Stacy with So Steady, and we have a family-owned business in Eugene, Oregon. So we're just establishing earlier that anytime you guys are driving down the I-5 corridor or up it, you should come by and see us. We would love to give you a factory tour and just show you what we do here. We do manufacture everything right here in Eugene, Oregon. So we have a CNC machine and laser machines, and we even have fabric printer now. So you'll learn more why in a little bit. But we have so much fun with just creating and taking advantage of all of these amazing designs that we have with Westerly Design. So about 15 years ago, my family purchased So Steady, and So Steady basically made 5 or 6 different sizes of tables. So we have evolved, and about 10 years ago, we started working with Westerly Design out of Australia, and they had over 2,000 quilting templates and patchwork tools and patterns and projects. And so we have taken that, we now own Westerly Design, and we have taken that and we have just expanded it. We have multiple designers here at So Steady that we work with, and we create their tools for them and we highlight them. In addition to that, we have now branched into what we call embroidery. And embroidery is taking all of these amazing quilting designs that these quilting tools do, and we are taking them and creating embroidery collections with them, with an emphasis on quilting and the hoop. So creating designs that really, really speak to that. And then we just most recently kicked off some freestanding lace. So we're going to be sharing all of that with you today, and we're going to do it in 20 minutes. No, they might give me a little bit more time, but I'm going to start by kind of starting from the beginning, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our So Steady tables and all of the goodies that you have the opportunity to be able to take advantage of with our holiday packages. So whatever kind of make and model of machine you have, we have this Everstone machine right here. So it's a cute little baby machine, all the way up to the biggest top of the line Janome machine, the M17. We make the tables for all of them. I'm even going to show you an oldie but goodie here in a minute that you're going to absolutely love. But the Everstone machine, we have what we're calling our SoSteady Starter Holiday Package with that. So if you're looking for maybe a table solution for, maybe it's a travel machine, it's a machine that maybe maybe you hit the road, like the art quilt guy, and you like to get on your van or your motorhome, this table package is going to be perfect for you because it is actually our Versa Core. So it's our starter table package. It's 13 by 16 in size, which is great for those smaller machines because it's giving you that flat sewing surface. You can see that right here. I might even try to give you a little bit more of a close up here so you can see it a little bit better, but you can kind of see right there. It's not a huge table, but it gives you that flat sewing surface that you need to be able to really keep those projects up, whether you're doing ruler work, free motion, or any kind of home deck, anything like that. Sometimes you just want a flat surface to work with. So our SoSteady, our what we're calling our starter table package comes with the Versa Core table, 13 by 16. It also comes with this amazing bag, and this bag is a 15 by 20 bag. What I love about it is that it holds the table and a whole lot more. It's got this pocket right in the front. You can put table legs or any kind of extras that you want to put in, and then it has all of these inside pockets. You can't see these super great, but there's actually 4 inside pockets on this side, and there's 4 more on this side. So this has got Velcro closure, so you can go ahead and put whatever you need in here and have them stored. And they're actually clear, but you can't see that right now. So the camera's not great. In addition to that, it's got this extra big pocket, so you can put maybe your a smaller cutting mat in there, or maybe smaller hoops, or whatever you want to store in there when you're traveling and being able to keep your project all together. So this comes with it as our starter package. They're going to give you pricing here in a little bit, but I wanted to make sure you knew that that is the bag that you're getting with it. And then finally, if you're a starter, if you're just beginning to do any kind of projects, and maybe it's, a grandchild or someone that that you're wanting to get them into doing some of the projects with you, this package again, but you always need a little phone lounger. And this is because how many of us watch our tutorials, YouTube videos, anything when we're doing a project, we want to kind of learn a new technique? This is going to be your best friend. You get to go ahead and you get to put your phone right there on it, and then you can watch your phone while you're going ahead and sewing at the machine, and it's all propped up for you, ready to go. So I have these in several of the rooms in my house. This is called our phone lounger, but it works great for iPads and other devices as well. So that is the total package. And again, we're going to get into pricing in a little bit, but we have extra special Black Friday pricing for you guys today. So you're definitely going to appreciate that price level. Now, the next size up we have is our large SoSteady table, and that one is an 18 by 24 size. So it is our most popular size of table. And of course, I don't have one in the room, but I will tell you that 18 by 24, really similar to this size. This one's a little bit bigger, but really similar to this size of table that you have right here, which is our Wish size table. The 18 by 24 is a basic table. It's got a 12-inch metric and inch ruler printed on the front of it, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. And then in addition to that, you get our 20 by 26 travel bag, so much like the bag you just saw, and you get the phone lounger. So that's kind of the next step up. That's like what we call our bestseller table package. It's got a nice price point as well. And then we get into what we call our Wish table package. And the reason why it's called our Wish table is because it's the wishes of every quilter and sewer out there. Well, we did a big event where we actually brought a whole bunch of quilters in. We got all their feedback. We said, what do you want to see in a table? And they said, we want to see some of these features. So we want to see beveled edges on all 3 sides. So this table has beveled edges. So if you're a quilter or sewer, you can appreciate how important when you're throwing a bigger project off of the edge of the table that it doesn't get caught. And so it just smoothly comes back on when you're doing any kind of binding or free motion or whatever it is that you're doing. In addition to that, it's got this big blue drawer built in. Look at all these compartments, this is going to be perfect for stowing your goodies. Maybe some M&Ms to keep you nourished while you're doing your sewing project. But this is a nice big blue drawer. And this table size is 22.5 by 25. So a little bit deeper than that 18 by 24 and a little bit longer than that 18 by 24. The next thing that this comes with is actually our circles and straights tool and mat. So our circles and straights tool and mat is this really handy little tool right here. And I will tell you, I love it for all of those things. I love using it for doing straight sewing because it allows you to go ahead and have this little guide right here set right on the edge of your foot. So if you are kind of a person that might struggle with being able to really do your straight seams, you've got something you can butt your fabric up against really easily, and it just keeps everything flowing straight for you. In addition to that, this mat has markings, 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch, and 5/8 inch markings. So you've got your seam allowances built in, and you just adjust either the needle position or the mat to be able to have that needle alignment right there in the center. And then next, when you're doing circle sewing, and I'm going to do a demo on this here in a little bit, so I'm not going to dive in too much, but then we do have all of these circle sewing measurements on this end. So this is giving you the overall diameter of what size circle you would be creating with this side of the mat. And so I'm going to show you how that works here in a little bit, but that is the table that has all of the quilter's wishes. It's called our Wish Holiday Table Package. And with that, you get all of these features. In addition to that, we're also giving you a bigger bag. So this is coming with our 26 by 26 size bag. Let me show you what that looks like. And it comes with a shoulder strap, guys, don't worry. Because some people, if you were to walk down the street, it would actually, with my arms, it would hit the ground. So the shoulder strap is really helpful. And then I did want to show you, this has those clear pockets. You can see those a little better here, and the Velcro enclosure. So nice big extra pockets to keep everything in. So you don't have to worry about, all the other things that you're going to need to put in the bag. You can just organize it right here. And then again, it has that really big extra bonus pocket that's the size of the bag. So this is awesome. We have people all the time tell us that they store their embroidery hoops, they store cutting mats, maybe even iron pads, that sort of thing in this bag. So this is a really, really great bag. It's going to be awesome because it's a padded bag to store your Sew Steady table in. So if you're, ever wanting to take it to a class, or maybe you don't want to keep it up all the time, it's perfect for that. So Sew Steady has been busy with all of these table options that we have. And the next thing that we recently just introduced is one of those oldie but goodie table solutions. So we have been making what we call our Sew Steady Classic table for the Classic Featherweight for probably the last 5 years. And how many of you have one of these gorgeous machines? Isn't this awesome? So these machines have to have a special table because you want it to match. And so this is our Classic Featherweight table, but we've added a twist, guys. This is the miniature. We call this our mini classic. And this table actually comes with some really neat features. So I'm going to turn it this way so you can kind of appreciate these features a little bit. So it comes with this really neat option because these tables require that you go ahead and access this machine requires that you access your bobbin right here, kind of below the needle area. If you can see that. This is odd. My camera changed angles right at me. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. So this is where you access your bobbin. So this actually has a finger hole, so you can quickly access your bobbin right there. In addition to that, look at this gorgeous gold etching. I'm going to flip this machine around so you can see it in better glory. But the next thing that we have here, if I turn it around, it's that easy. We have a really cool new feature. We've added a front loading drawer. So right here, you can go ahead and store scissors, maybe your marking pen devices, your polish kit, all kinds of things you can store in there to be able to keep everything where you want it. So this is our new classic So Steady table. This table size is 15 by 17. And we do have a promotion for the holidays where you can get it with our So Steady bag. So if you do not already have one of these gorgeous tables with this gold etching built in just to match those gorgeous featherweight machines, then I highly recommend that this could be maybe on your wish list for the holidays. So, and again, all of our table packages that I've mentioned are on super Black Friday special pricing, guys, because we extended it since we've never been on your show before. We wanted to come in strong and with some really good offers. So those are our So Steady table offers today. And so now I'm going to go ahead and do a fun little demo for you. I'm going to introduce some of our special Black Friday tool offers because we do have some really great offers for those as well. And so let me go ahead and switch the camera back over here. And first and foremost, I'm going to tell you about this really cool solution that we have developed called our So Steady suspension system. And our suspension system is a 2-arm solution that comes in this cute little box. And it is the answer to what we've heard for years. We hit the road in a big way when Westerly Design came out with the ruler foot and templates for quilting on your domestic machine. And when we were all over the country and world talking about that, one of the things that people noticed is that, we were doing a lot of what you might call quilt as you go or smaller projects. And as you're doing those smaller projects, you don't have to worry about that bulk as much. But when you start wanting to quilt your full quilt projects, you definitely want to start having a solution for being able to help hold up those projects when you're at your sewing table. And so our So Steady suspension system is that solution. It's got an arm length that can go up to 22 inches tall. And we do recommend a few things when you're using it. So it comes with these, what we call little dowels, and this is going to help grip the project that you're wanting to go ahead and place in there. It also comes with these adjustable padded feet. So it can actually expand up to 3 inches in depth, which is amazing. Actually, I think it's like 2 3/4 inches. Because when I was actually kind of coming up with this concept, I was sitting at my kitchen table and I had one of those old weightless quilters and it was covering up my kitchen cabinets. I was at my kitchen island. It was covering up my kitchen cabinets and I was trying to finish a t-shirt quilt. And I recognized that I was not going to get this done in one day. And I was going to have to break down this weightless quilter every single time I was needing to take a break because it was covering up my cabinets. And so I had this there because I was doing a little filming at the same time. And I recognized, well, maybe this can hold my project. And so we did some modifications and this became our So Steady suspension system. So what we recommend when you actually use this is that if you're going to do bigger projects, you go ahead and you actually add more arms. Just like anytime you're doing a big project or you're going to want more arms in your sewing room. So we recommend if you're getting anything bigger than like this lap quilt that I have right here, which is about probably a 48 by 48 size lap quilt. If you're getting anything bigger than that, we would recommend that you start adding more arms. But this is amazing for doing all kinds of different sewing projects. And the other thing I wanted to show you really quick is that it actually has these padded, you can kind of see it there, but these are padded. So anytime you're putting it like on your So Steady table or any kind of countertop, you don't have to worry about it scratching. I know some of the options that I've seen out there have these metal brackets and I'm like, oh, that could scratch whatever I'm putting that on. So knowing that it's got a nice padded solution actually just gives me some peace of mind. So the deal that we have for you on our 2-arm suspension system is a BOGO. So you're getting a buy one, get one offer on that. So here's how it works. So basically we're going to say I'm binding. I'm not going to actually bind right now, but if I was setting this up to do some binding, then I want to go ahead and get this up onto my table area. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take this dowel and I'm going to go ahead and put it around the project and I'm just going to clip it right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other dowel that I've attached to the front of my Sew Steady table. And I'm going to clip it right there. And then, now you can't see the needle area, so I'm going to have to change my camera here, guys. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have it all set up. So when we're actually working, you can kind of see these arms moving with me. We're able to go ahead and move this project freely and not have that extra weight. And this is that solution for being able to do bigger projects without having to have maybe that giant suspension system that's meant for, you know, taking motors out of engines or taking engines out of cars in your sewing room. All you need is these cute little arms that go ahead and help hold up your project to do so. So a few tips: the more weight, the bigger the quilt, the bigger the project, the more arms you add. The other tip I want to give you is, do you see this little curl that I have here on my arm? That is super helpful for giving it a little bit more stability because that actually gives it the rigidity that it needs so it doesn't want to bend over quite so much. So keeping a loop in that arm is really helpful as well. So the first deal that we're going to highlight today is buy one, get one. Buy a Sew Steady suspension system set of 2 and get one free. So you get 4 arms in your sewing room for the cost of 2. And that is our Sew Steady suspension system. All right, so the next thing that I wanted to share with everyone is going to be, oh, this is a fun one, guys. This is our freestanding lace. So I mentioned that we have been kind of busy turning some of our amazing embroidery designs into freestanding lace. And so I've got some of our freestanding lace hanging behind me here. But what we did is we created these really fun designs, and I'm going to actually show them to you a little bit closer up here. We created these really fun freestanding lace designs that are all based on, again, our Westerly designs. So this is actually a design that's inspired by the templates that we just introduced this quarter called our spinning ribbon templates. And so this is just super cute for doing any kind of embellishment. It's great for going ahead and adding in maybe if, you know, we were talking this week, we had a class on this on Monday, and we were talking about other ways you could even use this to kind of cover up maybe on your shirts, have a little modesty thing if you've got like a V-neck, so you can easily sew that into it. Maybe if you're going to a holiday party and you want to dress up your top a little bit, you could add this to maybe the cuff of it, or this really fun thing right here. If you're wanting to just kind of create some little decor, you could do some freestanding lace and just add a little bit of fun into maybe it's your mantle in your house, you know, adding a little bit of color and fun for some ornaments, that sort of thing. These are super quick and easy ornaments, but we actually have over 27 different designs. And we even made some earrings, guys. So there's some freestanding lace earring ideas in here as well. Let me go ahead and show you what this is all about. So some of the designs that we have here, we're including, again, they're all inspired by the templates of the season. And then some of our best-selling templates that we've also shown off in the past. So all these designs are just really kind of from snowflakes to stars, really, really super cute. And then some of them come in those multiple sizes, so you can actually turn them into earrings as well. Oh, and then that was that mantle idea, putting that over your fireplace, or even think about like a fun little kids room. Maybe they have a tent or something in there to be able to add that little decor into a baby room or a little kids room. And then our next designs are more of our spring focused designs. So you see our butterflies in there. We highlighted those this summer. And then we have some of our additional earring sizes right there as well. So a really, really fun collection, again, inspired by all of our So Steady and Westerly designs that we have introduced or our best sellers as well. So our freestanding lace collection, and that's something that you can go ahead and get, but we have a bonus for that too. So the bonus that we're offering with our freestanding lace collection is, in my opinion, if you are an embroiderer, this is a must-have. And so I'm going to show you with this camera right here first, because I want you to kind of see what we're dealing with. But this is called our hoop and ruler organizer. And it's clear, so sometimes it's hard to see. But basically, it's got these little hooks here to go ahead and hold your hoops of different sizes. And what's amazing about it is that you can go ahead and do that, and you don't have to take every hoop off to get the hoop in the back. And so let me show you now, because I've got one on my wall here. In fact, I actually got in trouble because I came in and took the one from here that for my home sewing room, because I love it so much. So the hoop and ruler organizer I have hanging right here. It's right next to my door. It's on the wall, so it's not going to be in the way of anything. And now I can go ahead and access this hoop right in the back here and just be able to pull it right over those smaller hoops. No stacking, no trying to figure out where the front and the back are. You just keep them together right here on the hoop and ruler organizer. Right now, I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hoops on there. And those are some really big ones. I've got a really large magnet hoop hanging there, in addition to that larger embroidery hoop for Janome. And then let me show you the top, guys, because this is pretty awesome. I also have my grids. So in addition to that, it has these really cool little notches on it, where you can actually have your grids just stick up on there and then lean against the wall. So this is amazing for a sewing room. So what we're offering is a free hoop and ruler organizer with the purchase of your freestanding lace embroidery collection. So you get a twofer on that one as well. And I'm sure if you just want one or the other, probably just the hoop and ruler, then you can get that too. But why wouldn't you just get both? Because they're both valued at about the same price. So it's a BOGO. All right, so that is our freestanding lace and our hoop and ruler organizer. Again, if you are a quilter or a embroiderer, that is definitely a package you're not going to want to pass on. And then the next thing that I'm going to show you, we're going to kind of get involved a little bit into a project. But actually first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our Elevate Club box. And then we're going to get in the project. We'll do the project at the end. So our Elevate Club box is actually something that we're going to introduce in a bigger way with you guys in April. But every single quarter, we release a new club box that's focused on a singular quilt block and then quilt designs that allow you to go ahead and get inspired on how you might quilt that particular block. So we actually started our program last year. So we are a full year in now. And we started it with the very popular log cabin quilt. And you can kind of see a couple versions of that right here. And then we led into the arrow quilt, and then we've done the churn dash. So every quarter we highlight a new block. And so this next quarter, we're actually going to be highlighting the card trick block. But the box that we're highlighting today, you see all over this room. And that is actually called our Shadow Dizzy Geese block. This is part of a pinwheel variation, and we actually have an entire book of inspiration on what else you can do with the pieces that are part of assembling this particular design, which is called the Shadow Dizzy Geese block. And so we rolled out a quilting plan, quilting templates that we included in the box, and a whole lot more. So let me go ahead and dive into showing you everything you can get in our Elevate Quilt box. And I'm telling you, we pack this full of goodies and projects. So every quarter, what we're doing is we're delivering a box that allows people to go ahead and really take their education to life, because we offer education on the tools and the designs and the projects in this box all quarter long. So the first thing you're going to get is this cute little thank you card, just telling you thanks for being part of the Elevate Box Club. The next thing you're going to get is a guide. And this guidebook is actually going to take you through all the items that are in your box, and it gives you a little key for that. And then it tells you a little bit about when all of the education is. So all of these classes we do host live, but then you have access to these classes on our SoStudy University, and we provide you with this card in your box so you can access those classes and be able to scan the code and use the coupon. Because you've purchased the box, you automatically get these for life. So as you can see, this particular box, we had a lot of education. In fact, this box, we ended up having more education than we've ever had in any box. We had, I think, 30 different classes. So a lot of fun to be had with the tools and the designs in this box. And I think that that's the one thing that I love about this most, is that when you get to get your box, this is kind of an endless opportunity, because we're going to inspire you to do seasonal projects. We're going to inspire you to be able to maybe make a new block that you've never made before. We're going to give you the quilting designs to do it. And then we're going to inspire you to do a whole lot more with all of the projects that we offer all quarter long. So this particular box, because it did have quite a few different shapes and pieces in it, we did go ahead and supply these as pre-cuts. We don't always do that, but we did do pre-cuts on this one. And so we take you through creating that block for the first time. And then every box, if you get our ruler box, because we do have a couple varieties, every box comes with a variety of templates. So this one came with our purled wreath template, and that creates both pearl designs like you see here, and then this really cute little wreath design. So that's our purled wreath template. This box also included that spinning ribbon template, and I showed you that spinning ribbon freestanding lace design a little bit ago, but isn't that gorgeous? So you can create some really, really, really pretty designs with this two-piece template set. And it creates designs all the way from a 5.5-inch size all the way up to a 9.5-inch size with the wreath solution. So really, really cool, flexible templates there. The next thing that we include in this box, if you get our embroidery box, we call it our Get It All, if you get it with both the embroidery and the ruler work, is an entire collection of designs that you can create that will help you finish your Shadow Dizzy Geese. Many of them are designs that you can create with the tools that we've provided you. And so this is not just an embroidery lookbook, it's also a ruler lookbook on designs that you can create with those rulers. In fact, as we go through the lookbook, we call out the rulers that we used. So it's a really giving you ideas on what else you can do with the templates that maybe you already have at home. So we do include a USB with this, and this particular lookbook has over 235 different designs. Now that is 4 to 5 sizes of each one. So in the end, it's probably 35 unique designs. But then we also make sure to note that it includes every single file type all the way through long arm, because these are quilting in the hoop designs. They are single stitch quilting only designs. We're not including the freestanding lace on this one. We're not including any fill designs. This is really focused on helping you finish your quilt with embroidery. And then we get into our little quick gift guide, and I'm going to show you that in a minute and why that's kind of fun. This one, we actually always offer these really fun practice panels. And this is a way to be able to test out those rulers or the embroidery designs before you put them on your project. So when we come and do an event, we're going to take you through creating that block, and then we're going to take you through quilting that block, whether it's with embroidery or ruler work. And then we're going to be finishing that, and we'll have a bonus class as well. But this is all of the education that we take you through each quarter includes this process of learning on a practice panel, getting comfortable with the designs on that, and then applying it to your project. So that's a practice panel project. In fact, we did something really fun this year with our Finish It guide. We turned that practice panel into this super super cute pillow for the holidays. And every box, we also include these really fun buttons. And I'm going to show you that in a little closer up here. But these are buttons that we include in the box that highlight the designs that we've showed off. And so we take you through using your button whole foot and to be able to get that button whole and sewed onto the machine. So with the machine. So that is something you can do. We have a Finish It guide that takes you through several different projects you can turn your practice panels into. Every box has 1 to 2 practice panels in it. So it's a fun way to be able to go ahead and do more with those. The next thing that we're including in the box is going to be, this is one of our paper piecing projects because we like to give you variety. So every box we're showing you a variety of different projects you can do. So our paper piecing project, and then we quilt it with the ruler designs that we have in the box. And then we did include in this one a piecing in the hoop project. So if you're an embroiderer, that's going to be really fun for you. And then again, we actually finish that as well. And then this is a quilting plan. So every single practice panel includes quilting plans, and we take you through the process of how to quilt this design. So a step-by-step guide on how to finish this design with quilting. The other really neat thing about both of these is that we're also including the singular embroidery designs for finishing these. So you can purchase these separately as well. But this is all included in this box, guys. And this box has a value over $400. So I could talk for days about this box, but because there's so much to share. But finally, we have our freestanding lace practice kit. So this has just got 3 different freestanding lace designs in it. And we include the water soluble stabilizer in this kit. So you have everything you need to do that. And then we also include this Pinwheel Spark Book. So I mentioned that all of these gorgeous blocks, the designs that you see here, is a certain number of shapes. And these shapes, you have the opportunity to create a variety of different blocks with. So this Pinwheel Spark Book actually has 9 different inspired blocks that you can create with those shapes. And we take you through creating the variety of those different blocks. And then there's actually additional 6 different projects that we include that you can do with those particular blocks. And we've got our educators, we're super busy this last quarter doing that. And in addition to that, we like to include some of our bonus tools. So this is actually called our Bound to Fit. I'm having fun with my camera here, guys. And our Bound to Fit tool is amazing for doing your binding. So this gives you the different measurements depending on if you want a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch binding. It gives you the different measurements on where to cut that fabric to give yourself that correct size. And then it also gives you this angle line. So when you're going ahead and fitting binding, maybe you're having to add a piece along the way, it gives you that corner, that edge angle, so you can go ahead and add the binding really easily. So the Bound to Fit is a really, really popular cutting tool of ours. And then in addition to that, we mentioned that we include buttons in every project. We usually have 3, but I used one of those, as you can tell. And so that's our buttons that we included. And then we always include thread. This box, the thread's missing because I actually am using it. And we've been using Wonderfill thread. They've been great with us. And so we've really appreciated working with them. So every box has the thread included. And then finally, this is just another bonus little tool, but we've done some projects with this quarter. We have what we're calling our applique disc. So you're taking your existing templates and you're able to go ahead and use these 1/4 inch discs, because that's the actual size of the foot, and create what we call basically the applique pieces that you can cut out that allow for just an 1/8 inch seam allowance once you stitch it down with the ruler. So you'll have to see a project on it, but it's a pretty cool little solution that we just rolled out for being able to do that. So all in all, you're going to learn some new quilting techniques. You're going to have seasonal projects. You're going to get a box full of templates, designs. If you are interested in learning how to quilt with rulers or quilt in the hoop, this is going to be an awesome box. It's going to keep you busy and inspired all year long. You can start with just 1 box today. We've got that offer going. That's also 25% off. So they're going to tell you those deals as well. So that is called our Elevate Club box. It is available in a ruler only box, an embroidery only box, and then we call it Get It All box. But it is an awesome solution to help you get started with that. All right, so we've got 2 more super cool tools to show you, and I'm going to do that with a live demo. So the next super cool tool that I'm excited to show you is actually going to be our circles and straights tool. And I mentioned that I was going to do the demo for you because I wanted to show you what that's all about. And so let me go ahead and actually, because we're So Steady and Westerly Design, we're going to start by actually doing a demo with our rulers. So I just wanted to show you why I was going to pull out a ruler really quick here. And so one of the things we were talking about before we got started here is how some of these machines have some really cool features built into them these days for doing ruler work. This particular machine is called the Janome M17, and they have done some really neat stuff with their ruler foot where it allows you to do stitch regulation. And so, you know, as we're going around the country and we're talking to people about ruler work, and the first question that we usually get beyond, you know, like, yeah, that's great, but can you do it on big quilts, is, yeah, but can you do stitch regulation? And so Bernina came out with it first. In fact, we actually have a solution for you Bernina lovers out there that if you wanted to get stitch regulation with your Bernina stitch regulator, and you want to do ruler work with it, we have a table for you that allows you to do ruler work. We build in the stitch regulator into the table so you can do ruler work with that, which is a pretty cool option. But what we're going to show you is just a really quick demo on doing ruler work with this awesome stitch regulator. And then I'll show you why I wanted to cover it up, because I did some stitching here and it looks awful. And so I just wanted to go ahead and do a little applique with my ruler to cover it up. So I'm just going to use this ruler. We're going to throw this design on, and we call this template quilting because we're basically doing reverse, we're doing true applique. We're just throwing a piece of fabric down. I'm going to cut around it. We do use what we call we call it template fuse here, but a fusible. So then it actually really secures those rough edges to the project. But it's a really great way to be able to kind of throw some fun embellishments onto a project really easily. All right, so I'm going into my sewing modes, and I'm going to show you on the machine here how cool this is. So when you are on your Janome machine, they have this little feature here where you get to pick your application. So I'm going to go into my sewing application. I'm going to choose free motion, and then I'm going to choose ruler work. And so once I get in there, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select ASR. That's the little bottom button there. And once I get into that, I have my settings perfect here, but I will tell you that these are the settings. So if you are using this, you're a Janome lover, you've got these great new machines, then those are the settings we recommend for ruler work. And it has really worked out well for us with those settings. And then you get to choose the loftiness of your batting. So I'm going to go with my light because this is a pretty thin batting. And then I'm going to go ahead and get started. So let me set my camera up right here so you can see me do some ruler work. You see that okay? All right. So I've gone ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and place my fabric. I've got my template down. I'm going to put my foot down. And then a few things about ruler work. I don't know how many of you have done much ruler work before. But one of what we like to talk about is when you're doing ruler work, it's really important to always put your foot down first because you want to make sure that you don't have your foot go into your sewing machine. You want to keep your foot, your 1/4 inch foot, along the edge of the template. And you saw how easily I just made that circle. Imagine doing a circle freehand. That's not easy. The other thing you want to do when you do ruler work is you always want to keep your needle down. So if I go up, I've got my needle down right now, but I'm going to go ahead. And the reason why you want to keep your needle down is because if you keep your needle down, then you're able to go ahead and use this needle slot to remove this template, and then you can add another template into that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up because it's not getting quite high enough to be able to remove this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to put my needle back down where it was. All right. And then I'm going to add this cute little drop design. And so I wanted to put a star inside of my circle. So now I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to put my needle up again. All right, we can put this inside the circle. And I'm doing all of this without breaking thread. And the reason why that's really helpful is because if you break thread, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to have to tie off all those threads. So our process for tying off your threads is going to be, going through and pulling up the bobbin thread before you get started. And then at the end, you can use the self-bearing needles to be able to bury those extra threads. But, when you're doing quilting, you really want to avoid having to do that. The next thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to add another color to this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up again, and I'm going to put this fabric right underneath it. And so now I'm adding 2 colors of applique to this cute little thing right here. And so now I'm just kind of hoping that I'm all centered. So let's hope my star is centered. And we're going to just go ahead and start again. So again, this needle is not going to move because we've got the stitch regulation unless I move. And so it is moving with the speed of my hands, which is pretty amazing if you think about it, because especially when you're starting out ruler work, a lot of times we're not going to go super fast. So that is a really great way to go. All right, so now I'm going to cut this, and we're going to go ahead and take this off. And then I have essentially covered up all of my ugly, maybe, we'll hope. And so I'm just going to go ahead and cut away. And a lot of times you can do this by I have these really awesome little snip scissors that I love when I'm doing applique because it just takes it off super quick and really close to the seam, which is nice. But I would go back through here and really clean this up. But right now I'm just going to kind of get this cleaned up right here. And you can see how easy it is to do any kind of ruler work and add ruler work embellishments. And that's one of the things that we love showing people. As we created our Embroidery side of our company, we recognize this opportunity of being able to show people that sometimes it's really great to be able to do quilting in the hoop, obviously, because you can really knock out a project quickly, right? But sometimes when you get into like the border areas, when you get into maybe wanting to add a little bit here and a little bit there, it's nice to have an option where you can go ahead and just throw a ruler down really quick and easy and be able to add to it. So this is me just kind of quickly cutting away the circle that I just added to this. And here we go. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to turn this cute little panel that I've already embroidered. So I did embroider this. This is part of our embroidery designs with the cute little pearl and wreath designs that we have in our box. And here we go. And then we would take this and just kind of cut along the seam and get it nice and clean. And then we would sew this down. So I did both a star and I did the circle. And the other option that you can do is what we like to call reverse applique, or the template where you're going to layer the fabric and then you're going to do the cutaway. And I've had a lot of fun with that too. In fact, we did an entire Starry Night series, which is the templates I was just using, showing off how to do applique, reverse applique with our rulers. And it is so easy and so fun and just really rewarding. One of the things that I love about doing that is that it allows you to go ahead and, not scissoring on the screen here, it allows you to go ahead and really be able to do something, that's not in the sewing room. And I know some of us, love to get holed up in our sewing room and stay there for hours, but sometimes, our family wants us to come out and join them too. And I like to be busy, and I'm guessing a lot of you like to kind of stay busy too, whether it's doing other types of crafting or laundry. But having a little project that I can do when I'm hanging out with the family, it's kind of fun. So I usually will save my little cutaways for when I'm just kind of hanging out, and I can do that as like little busy work. I've even been known to take it on some motorhome trips, which I can get in trouble with because then I get it all messy. So this is just kind of cutting away. So now we've got this down, and imagine using really good scissors. It gets really close to the seam, and you get this perfect little circle that you've added to a project, and it was that easy. So this is a really fun little thing that you can do with your quilting templates, in addition to obviously finishing any kind of project with them as well. So the next thing that I'm going to show you, because now I've showed you kind of using the ruler features and of course our amazing quilting templates, I'm going to show you how to turn this into a really fun little seat cushion. So we've got these amazing tools called our grid glider, and we're going to use that to go ahead and sew our back to our front here. So I'm going to go ahead and add this little panel, and I'm just going to go ahead and change my foot out, and then I'm going to place this tool that we had earlier, and I can place this because this comes with my circles and straights tool. I can put it on there, but notice that the grid glider also has those markings. So this also has the 1/4 inch markings, the 5/8 inch, and it has all the angles. So that's something that the other glider does not have. It does come with this nice big cutout, so you can go ahead and easily, get your bobbin or your feet to be able to be up and exposed. We do offer a different type of glider for ruler work and free motion that covers up the feet, but this is great for that as well. The next thing I'm going to do is just switch out my foot, and I'm going to put on a just a basic everything foot here. So I'm taking off that awesome ASR foot they have with Janome, and I'm going to go ahead and put on just a standard foot. And so now, with that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and put my straight ruler down. And so now if I wanted to go ahead and get a 1/4 inch, but I know that that my foot is actually a little bit, my needle is not right in line with this particular center line, then I do have a way of using this scant 1/4 inch gauge, and that is actually coming with our with the purchase of our circles and straights tool right now. So let me go ahead and get that mat on, and I'll show you what that looks like with that mat. Now the grid glider we have coming with our Sew Steady polish kit, and that's one of our buy one get this deals that's offered for our Black Friday deals that we're extending to you guys. So if you get our grid glider, which is a nice big 12 by 18, 12 by 20 actual in size, and you get the polish kit with it, and that really makes your table and your glider super slick, so you can really move everything through that needle area. But with the circles and straights mat, what you're getting is that opportunity to be able to go ahead and do both the circle sewing and the straight sewing with it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down, and then I'm going to show you how we would use this seam guide. We call it our scant 1/4 inch seam guide, to get exactly what that says, a scant seam. And a scant seam is one of the tips that Leonie West, the creator of the Westerly Design templates and designs, highlighted in her Shush Don't Tell book. And her Shush Don't Tell book is basically all the secrets of award-winning quilters. And one of those secrets is to use a scant 1/4 inch. And what that's giving you is just a little less bulk. The scant 1/4 inch is just a little less of a seam allowance, so you get a little less bulk. And the way that you do that is you go ahead and place this underneath your foot, and you establish the needle position that is going to give you, I'm going to go back out to my regular sewing mode here, ordinary sewing. Okay, this is going to give you the needle position for doing a scant. So in order to do that, it says make sure I have the right foot attached. I'm just going to use my hand wheel, and I'm just going to put that exactly where the scant is. So now I know that I want this to touch my guide, because I want it to go ahead and be at that point. So I'm going to move my needle position, and I'm just going to move my needle position a little bit more to the right. And that's going to allow me to go ahead and have this kind of just pushed right up against it. So then the guide will work as a scant 1/4 inch guide. So I'm going to go a little bit further. All right, little further. I'm going all the way over to, it looks like with this big foot, 7.0 in my needle position. So now I'm going to just push that through, and now I know that I'm in a scant 1/4 inch. So that's how I'm going to use this gauge. In addition to that scant 1/4 inch seam guide, this also has a 1/2 inch gauge, a 1/4 inch and a 3/4 inch, which is really helpful when you're getting into ruler work and you want to really get that precision. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, now that I know that I'm actually at that scant, I'm just going to place that down, and I'm going to give myself that scant 1/4 inch seam allowance right here on my project. So I'm going to go ahead and just do some ordinary sewing here. And we're just going to push this right through using this guide as my seam guide. So this is going to be awesome for anyone that maybe is wanting to teach somebody how to sew and they are brand new to maybe piecing. This is a super awesome solution for that. Anybody that struggles with seams like I do, great solution. All right, so now what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've added my little, we're calling it my back, to my seat cushion. And so the next thing that I'm going to be doing, I didn't mention that I'm making a cute little seat cushion with this practice panel here, guys. The next thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and place this Circles and Straights tool down onto my fabric. Mom, you can come in if you want to come play. We're doing a live. Yeah. Oh, she doesn't want to come in, guys. And I'm going to just go ahead and place this right down onto my mat. And then I'm going to give myself that circle solution. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give myself a 15-inch diameter. I know that this particular table runner is 14, so I'm actually going to go a little bit smaller. I'm going to go 13. So it's probably not going to be a great seat cushion for my booty, but it might work for others. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with that just kind of right in the center of this project. And I know center because it's right there. If you can see it on my screen, you can't. Let me take you. Right there is center because it's right in the middle of the overall square. And this is a 12 by 12 square. So I'm just going to put that needle that I've placed onto my 13-inch mat, my 13-inch position on the mat. And I'm going to go ahead and just place that right over there. And then I put my Penmore on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my circle. But I'm going to go ahead and start with my circle. Whoops. I'm going to start with it on this side, and then because I want to do a half a circle. All right. So we're going to start right here. Oops, see, and this is why we test it, because right now I know that this is not going to give me the perfect circle that I'm looking for here. Actually, it is. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I lied. All right. So we're going to start right here, and let me give you a little bit more of a big view. And this is just going to stitch in a circle. All right. You see it just going around? And so what I'm making again is I'm doing a cute little seat cushion. And before I close it all the way up, I'm going to go ahead and cut it. And we're going to lift it off of here. Okay. And place this in here, and we're going to turn it because I meant to do this as an envelope back, but I didn't. So we've got our partial seat cushion started here, and I'm just going to cut away. So the other thing that's kind of fun about this is so easy if you're doing a circle project for doing binding. You can put your binding down on the edge of this, and it will take it in a circle and just give you such an easy binding solution anytime you're doing any kind of project like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and come down here and boop. And then same thing right here. I'm just going to turn this inside out. All right, so we're going to leave this open, and then I'm going to go ahead and create a little space here for getting my seat cushion straps in. There we go. All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and get these placed inside of the seat cushion. And then we're going to have these straps that are going to come out with this. So we're going to just push this through a little bit. We'll sew that down and we'll push this through a little bit. All right. And then we'll finish the circle sewing on top when we come around. And voila, we're going to go ahead and have our seat cushion, which will have these perfect little straps coming out of it. So now I'm going to take this and put it right back over here and do my 1/4 inch all the way down to sew these in place. And we are going to have this cute little seat cushion in the end. All right, so let's go ahead and start it up. And again, we're showing off our Sew Steady Circles and Straights tool, which I absolutely love. We're showing off how to use it for both circle sewing and for the seams. Stop it right there. Cut that. And how to use just all of our quilting templates and tools to do all kinds of fun stuff. So now we're going to go ahead and finish our cute little seat cushion. All right, so you see that I've got my little straps coming out here. Let me go ahead and show you live. I've got my cute little straps coming out here. And now I'm just going to go ahead and finish the circle part of this by putting this back onto the 13, and which is so great that you can go ahead and kind of get right back to where you were and know that everything is going to come out just perfect. So I'm going to place this right in the middle of my project again. And I'm just going to come around and we're just going to kind of finish this off right here. All right. Okay, here we go. We'll show you how it's finishing up. Okay, stop that, cut it. And now we've got the cutest little seat cushion that we can use in classes. I'm sure you guys have amazing seats at over at Authorized Sewing, but I will say I've been in some classrooms that didn't always, and people were bringing their own pillows to sit on, that sort of thing. So this could be a really fun little project where you can teach people how to make that seat cushion so you can get the right height that you need when you're at your sewing machine. And then we could actually take this and we could apply that binding. I told you how easy it is to apply a little bit of binding to the edge and using your Circles and Straights tool to do it. But this could be a really fun little project to show people how easy it is to get your binding on onto your circle project. So guys, I feel like I have showed a lot in a little bit of time. I'm probably over my 20 minutes. But I don't know that it's by that much. But this is just kind of showing you that option for going ahead and doing the binding using the Circles and Straights tool, which I really love. If we want to go ahead and just show you really quick. Isn't that the coolest? You can kind of see how you just keep taking it around in the circle and getting your binding on just right to be able to have everything kind of come around. All right. So that's all I have for you today. I know it feels like probably not enough. But I was really excited to show you some of these tools, and I made a mess, really.
Every sewer does, but oh my gosh.
You fit right in with us.
Okay.
And so much information. I'm really excited about all of that.
So we do have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Francis wants to know about the hangers, the arms. Does
Yeah.
it hold a pretty heavy quilt?
You know, we say if it's heavy, get more arms.
Okay,
Yeah.
You can
that's
never
what we
have
learned.
too many arms in your sewing room.
Yeah.
So, and definitely use that looping solution that I talked
The
about.
looping, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? Francis had another one.
I think it was the BSR.
Oh, for the BSR and the capability. It's like an add-on when you go to
Mhm.
get your
Yeah.
table, right?
So you would see it, what you would end up getting is you would see this option that there's actually a little hole cut out in the table right about here. And then you install your BSR to the underside of the table, and we give you a cord to go ahead and wrap it around and plug it in the back.
Yeah, Francis, just come in and see me because I know about that when we order it,
Yeah.
and I'll get you one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, lots
Yeah.
of good
Excellent.
things.
Well, I would love to give one of these tools away today. So we showed
Ooh.
off the circles and straights. We showed off the suspension system. We showed off the grid glider. I would love to know, like, which tool does somebody want to win?
That's a dangerous question.
Well, they're gonna say all of them. But pick a tool. I
Okay,
think
they have
that's
to.
gonna be easier. So you pick something.
Oh, I have to pick. All right. Well,
yes.
since we had the question about the suspension system, how about we give one of those away?
Nice.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So I'll let you guys
Yes.
pick the winners of that. Is there any other
Okay.
questions or anything else I can answer?
I didn't see anything. People are just so
no.
enthralled with your demo. They're like in awe. They're
Yes.
like, ooh.
I am too. I've been making my mental list.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. Well, we
Cool.
definitely have a lot of
Okay.
fun
Well,
here.
someone
Yeah.
says the hanger for the hoops too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, that's one of my obvious. I love all of these tools. The suspension system. I actually had my dog tore up his dog bed, and he's a big golden retriever,
Oh,
and
gosh.
I use this to hold up the dog bed, which is
As you
huge.
were
wow.
carrying it.
Mend it. Yes.
So there you go,
Oh, that's
Francis.
cool.
That's pretty good.
Love it. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much for letting me come on. I can't wait to come
Good.
see everyone in April. My mom tried to pop in, but she
Yeah,
got a
that's
little
cute.
bit
Yeah.
shy. And so she's going to come with me in April, and it's going to
Oh,
be her
cool.
birthday. So,
Aw.
yeah, just know that we can do a little party too for her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
That's cool. Can't wait.
Excellent. Well, thank you all so much for letting me come
Yes.
on, and I'll let
Thank
you choose
you.
the winner. You tell me, and
Okay.
I'll send it.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank
Okay.
you, Stacy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye-bye. Oh my.
Yes, that was a lot of information.
I would say usually
and
Barbie and I will
love it.
disappear a little bit. You know, we're like,
no,
oh, go
we
do
stayed
something. We were
glued.
like,
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. Like
So,
I'm with the rest of them, I want it
with the
all.
giveaway, are we going to do
Mhm.
two separate, or is it going to
Yeah.
go with?
We're gonna do 2 drawings.
Okay.
The first one will be for the gift card.
Okay.
Mhm.
The second one will
Gift
be
card
for-
first. And the second one is for
For the
something
arms.
from
So there is going to be
for
two
the arms.
drawings. If you didn't hear
Okay.
Aaron,
Cool.
you know, there's going to be one for the gift card and then one for the hanger system.
They gotta wait.
Yeah.
because we haven't
Yes.
talked about prices.
Yes, we got to give you
Oh,
some
yeah, yeah.
prices first.
I know
Yeah.
Barbie and I were already on our phones going, we're going to
Yeah.
get this, we're going to get that.
Yep.
First
Can't
up
wait.
is the
All
What is it?
right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the Wish 22-inch by 25-inch
Mhm.
table with 3 beveled edges for smooth fabric
Mhm.
movement. It's got a 9-inch by 14-inch
Mhm.
blue drawer, circles and straights tool, and plus mat, smartphone or tablet stand. For the whole bundle, the MSRP
cute,
is
wow.
$334, and the sale price is,
$289.
that's a good price.
That's the one I'm going to order. And
That's
I'm
a
going to
nice
add my
Christmas
BSR
gift.
to that for my
Yeah.
770.
Definitely. That's
That's
so
cool.
cool.
Oh, and
Yes.
this.
Oh, yeah.
How many
Very
featherweight? You don't
cute.
have a featherweight.
Well, I don't. I have the treadle.
Oh, I have
It's
one of
in
those
storage.
too.
Yeah. So that's.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's
order one of these
crazy.
for my featherweights. I might order it for both. I'm
Oh, I
kind of a
gotta.
bit
I
of a
have to
much.
step out. I
Oh.
have an important phone
Oh,
call.
okay. Oh, I guess
Huh?
I'm taking over. Yay. So today, the next one is the classic mini table designed for the featherweights. And that is really cool. I know a bunch of people are going to come in and let's get it. Let's get it. So the MSRP on that is $219 and the sale is $199. What is this one? Oh, so this is the large. This is the one I bought last year. They had a similar deal to this. And you know what? It's that bag that I really like because you can put quite a bit of stuff in it along with that table. So this one is the 18 by 24 and the MSRP is $214 and it's $189 today. And I think that one, oh, that one comes with also the little cell phone gadget. What does she call it? Like a little, it looks like a beach chair to me. Those old beach chairs with the cloth, you know. So that's a good one. What's the next one? Oh, this is the Versa. So this is also for like what? Free motion and stuff. And it has a different, it's 15 by 20. So let's see. The bag has the 7 pocket. So this is the bigger, the bag that has more pockets in it. Oh, I may have to get this one too. Darn it. MSRP is 174 and the sale is 149. Dang it. I want that too. Oh my gosh. And then of course this is that tool. So it's magnetized. So remember your machine needs to have a bigger needle plate for this too. Or a totally metal bed for it. So this is nice. 20 bucks. Now this is cool. I like this for doing those projects where you have to go out 4 or 5 inches and stay in line with that. That's cool. 20 bucks. That's really. Oh, for both of them for 35? Oh, that's a great deal. That's cool. What else? What else? There's a lot today. And then of course this is, so it's really $99 per quarter? That was did we find out?
I just set a price at 99. I can pull it up again.
That's just for the whole deal. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, that was quick. Barbie's back. I didn't notice she stepped out. Sorry. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
So that bundle, I mean, did you guys see everything that came with that bundle? The ruler? Man, it had a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I did.
I know Barbie's getting one.
We got two
Pretty
other ones to
exciting.
show you.
Okay,
Yeah, what
we're
is it?
ready.
Oh, that's the suspension system. That's it.
And then she said it's a
Oh,
bundle right
wow.
now, so you buy
Uh-huh.
one, you get
Get one for
two. So
get
you
two.
get 4
Oh.
No, you buy 2, you get 1.
No.
Two-piece
What?
suspension system. Yeah, we're not done.
Hey, Tony,
So-
just go away.
The MSRP is $59, and we have it on sale for $49.
That's a great deal.
I really need that. I'm definitely getting that.
And
for
you know what? I
sure.
was looking at
Yeah.
that going, you can also use that to hold a pattern.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to tell, I
Yes.
meant to say,
Uh-huh.
I bet you could use that to hold a pattern while you're trying to
Yes.
read it. It doesn't just have to be for a
Mhm.
quilt.
No, lots of
We're gonna have to talk to
uses.
Stacy. I've got already, I told her a couple ideas already. So Eric's
Cool.
idea is.
Mhm. There we go.
Oh,
Oh, a polish
I did notice my
kit.
last polish kit.
Nice.
I got that with the last table, and that's a really cool feature. It
Nice.
really does polish out those scuffs, and because you know
Wow.
over time those that acrylic gets kind of cloudy, and it just buffs it right
Oh,
out.
nice.
You know what I was
So
thinking the
it's
other day?
$12.50
I wonder
on
if it'll
sale.
work on the headlight.
Oh, you know what? It might. Yeah.
Ooh,
Uh-huh. Get it all.
Step
oh,
in here
wow,
with
look
that.
At you. Yes.
this must
come
be from Fabian.
in.
That is gorge.
That's nice.
That is gorge,
I like it.
This is a scarf I'm going to give away.
Oh,
today in a few minutes.
wow.
and it's Bernina.
Is it almost time for that to start?
And it's
Wow.
This scarf is. It's
Yeah, that's
lush.
pretty. That's really pretty.
I'm giving this
Gorge.
away- I bought some more.
Wow.
I'm giving it away for our 3-day event. that's gonna be in
Nice.
March.
Oh.
Put
Did
it
you
back
guys
on again.
tell
You
them
looked
that?
good with that,
Did
with
you
your
guys
complexion.
tell them about that?
The Bernina one in March?
Yeah.
No, it
No.
slipped. It slipped.
Yeah.
We were so engaged and enthralled in her little demo.
What's the date?
It's in the
Yeah.
office because we don't have it on the calendar yet.
Oh, we don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but just a hint,
What
we've
do you
got
guys think is so steady?
So
Oh my
Steady
gosh.
coming. Yeah.
Yes, I
Did we
am.
get the date
I'm
for that?
excited.
For
no,
that
but that's
event?
April,
No, it's in April.
It's in
and then
April?
we have
Yeah.
Bernina event coming in March.
March. Yeah, y'all
March
need to
and
get,
April.
y'all need to
Yeah.
get signed up for preview party or just keep checking our
Yes,
website.
keep checking the
because
website.
Yeah.
We're
Mhm.
really doing a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
we are. It's hard to
Yeah.
keep up with everything.
Bye.
The Bernina events are my favorite, and I'm even giving up a retreat to be here for that.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I'm not missing because I learn
Yes.
so much every time.
Yes.
You know,
You
even if you're
always
not a
learn.
Bernina person and you're not like the brother event, I learned
Mhm.
so much. It was
Yeah.
crazy. Okay, so let's give these draws before Tony
right.
comes in here
So,
again.
We're gonna give away
The gift card.
$50 gift card first.
So
All
okay,
right.
everybody,
And
what's
it's Wish.
Wish?
Capital W, lowercase ISH. Wish.
Wish.
Get those entries in for that $50 gift
I
card.
wish I had that.
Yeah, I wish. I wish a lot
I
of
have
things.
several.
I think there was one question.
Uh-huh.
Debbie
Oh,
asked,
would the tables fit
Any machine.
Yes.
When we order it for
Mhm.
you, we just put in what machine you have, the model, and they cut it. Sometimes
Yeah.
it takes a couple weeks to get it because they're making that for you once it's ordered.
How much was the hoop holder?
That I don't
40.
know. We'll have to get back to it.
Yeah.
I didn't get that price.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I can't. Their
Mhm.
prices are so reasonable. I can't believe.
Yes.
I bet it's not $50.
Mhm.
So the first one's for the gift card.
Okay.
Roll it.
No, not yet.
No.
Roll it.
Wait,
Come on,
no.
come on.
No, we have 39 entries.
Good thing I don't have power here. I'd been all.
We're up to 40.
Eric would have ran.
Uh-huh,
I'd
I
have been like,
know,
come on,
huh?
people.
We
It's-
probably could do it now.
It's a
41
four-letter word.
because you know our crew is on.
I still think we
too.
should put expialidocious for the next one and make them spell
Yes,
that.
let's do it.
Shall we roll it?
Yeah,
All right. 3, 2.
I'm sure. Well, I'm surprised that Tony didn't get on there and say, you guys need to shut up.
He's all, hurry up. Is this going to be all day?
yeah.
Gloria!
Congratulations.
Yay!
Stay on, 'cause we're doing one more.
Yes, stay on because we're going to do another drawing.
Montenegro? Is that how we say that?
Mantra.
Montenegro.
Yeah, you do it.
Correct me with your last name pronunciation. Montenegro.
Mm.
Okay, so
Yeah,
now,
let's do the next
and
one.
what's the word for that?
It's the same word.
Same
There's
word,
nothing-
wish.
There's nothing else that you
Mhm.
type in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh.
draw it again right now.
Mhm.
Oh,
And-
okay. So everybody, we're drawing it again.
And that's for the quilt holder,
This is for the self-study price. Yeah, which is
Okay.
The quilt
arms.
holder.
the arms. Okay. Everybody
Okay,
needs
let's
extra
go.
arms.
Draw,
Yes.
draw, draw.
Let's see who's the winner.
And remember, we need, if you're out of town, we need your address. So if you win this,
Danielle.
Oh, Danielle.
Congratulations. Danielle
She's in town.
Wilfong.
yeah, how cool.
Yes. Gail, I'm sorry you didn't win again. You're going to have to cross your fingers and your toes next time. But congratulations, ladies.
Yeah, we better sign off
And-
before we get in trouble
Yes,
more.
yes. Thank you for joining us. And I hope you learned a lot like we did.
Yeah.
And be sure and
Yeah.
shop those good prices today, too.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And thank you for joining us. And we will see you next Thursday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.